Well, today we're going to be shooting at a different target. Had a couple comments saying, practicing for deer season isn't all yellow jacket target, that I need to be shooting at a foam target, which you got one. It's just not ideal all the time, because I only see to bring out the foam target when I'm shooting my broadheads. But like I said, this is my first year, so we're going to take all the comments into consideration, and we're going to set up the foam target. Y'all stand by. Dude, tell me time lapse isn't the coolest thing ever. I did that in like 7 seconds. Oh, we added the yellow jacket target below because you might get a little bit of that target panic. You might go ooh, and shoot below it. And arrows being like, dang, what are they, like $50? And that's the cheap ones. I ain't trying to lose none before season. I already lost like 7 first sighting in my bow. So how about not? So y'all can call me a little sissy for putting that thing below there. And maybe that ain't the best practice. But look here. You give me the $50 to replace 6 arrows. I didn't think so. So let's get into some shooting. And just another little funny tidbit. We're using a 6-foot Werner ladder to record on because we don't have one of those fancy phone thingies. So blue collar life, we got plenty of those sitting around. And hell, I got a monster can and a block of wood holding it up. Nicotine and caffeine make a blue collar roll around. So we got plenty of those cans, and a block of wood goes under any good jack. So we got plenty of those laying around. Poor man, blue collar. Let's shoot some. All right, let's use our fancy dancy little buckmaster. Look at that thing. That thing's sweet, son. I mean, Sig did a really good job on this thing. Let's see. I think I set it up right about 40. Oh man, 39.8. Give me 2 more decimals. 2 more decimal points, and we'll put it at a 40 mark. But I mean, 40 is about the stretch you're going to make from what I've been understanding, bow hunting wise. We might stretch it out to 60 or something today, but the likelihood you shooting further than 40, and we all know we can hit a target at 30 and 20, so let's swing some arrows. Oh, double lunged. And I know y'all, I know for a fact that this iPhone camera, y'all can't see. I got a GoPro. I need to charge it. Because there was a time where I did a bunch of fishing and I would set that GoPro up and I'd do a bunch of fishing. But I'm going to set it up somewhere over here on the right side of the target so y'all can see where I'm hitting every time. But for now, y'all just have to bear with the fact that I'm shooting, and then we'll walk up there and see just how good it actually was. You just have to trust me until then. Oh, buddy. Money. I think. Man, it feels good today. It rained this morning. And let me tell you, we got a little bit of cicadas out. But for the most part, I think it's only like 72 degrees. We got a good little breeze. It's nice. same spot. I'm shooting just a hair bit low, just because I feel like I see these deer drop, and I read all these comments on other guys' pages about how deer drop, and when they drop, when you shoot the bow, and this is a 2016 Hoyt, so yeah, it's louder than, you know, maybe the new RX-7 that Hoyt just released, or Matthews Phase 4. You know, y'all are shooting them $2,000 bows, and they're just, you know. So I think it's pretty good to practice just a hair bit low. Oh, I gut shot him. That ain't no good though. He'd probably bleed out, but you definitely wouldn't want to walk up on him. Let him sit there for about an hour during the summer. Oh, as we all know, September 23rd, when it opens here in Tennessee, it is still warm outside. You would not want to let a deer sit for too long. But them double lungs, woo, that's money. That's money all day long. Make him sound like that old boy off of, what was it, the Longest Yard, when he was running. Candy corn, candy corn. Don't you sons of bitches cut me. Now if I could put one in the heart on this next one, that'd be pretty snazzy. But for the most part, we're double lunging, and right below double lunging the heart. Oh, I think that was the heart. Let's walk up there and check it out. We won't do no cutting. We'll just walk straight up there, so we ain't got no people going, oh, he's fibbing. He didn't make no good shots. But I'm an honest man. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Because, like I said earlier in videos, I just started. Oh man, that's great groups. So here's my heart groups. Those are my double lung groups. See, I'm shooting just a hair bit low. I think if I can get good at shooting right there, that when that deer goes, when he blows and drops, it should be all right. Let me get these arrows. And let me just tell you, my bow wouldn't shoot nowhere near this good if it wasn't for old Billy. There's an old boy named Billy up in Hoptown. Let me tell you, the best bow mechanic I ever met in my life. Which, he owned CK Outfitters twice. Once when it burnt down. Once when it was over on Fort Campbell Boulevard. And let me tell you, he is, in my opinion, the bow guru. My bow was shooting like shit. High left, high right. It was just all over the place. I would try to dial it in. Well, it came down to this little piece right here. It was all out of whack. My draw length was way too long. I think it was set on 29 and a half. And that's how I ended up with that bad boy. That sucker would just spow right across the darn arm, son. And let me tell you, a couple times of that, and you'll get pissed. So I took it up there to Billy. He worked on it for an hour, charged me like $60 with some arrows. Maybe a little bit more. I think it was a little bit more than that, but let me tell you, expert. Y'all got a bow problem, you take it to Billy up in Hoptown. I tell you the worst thing about being a bow hunter is, let me tell you, it is some exercise. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my videos, But I'm out of breath half the time. Run this big old belly, boy. I mean, good cooking and good eating. And it'll turn you into a monster. And let me just tell you, just walking back and forth to the target, holding back, because I don't know if any of y'all know anything about these Hoyts, these turbos, I forget what they call it, but I call it the pause. Some other people call it whatever word it is. I don't know. When you pull all the way back, it has no hold for you. It's ready to sling. It's got like a little bit of pause, but nowhere near like my buddy's got the Phase 4. Nowhere near what his has got. This one, if you just barely let off, it's just ready all the time. So if you ain't holding it, it's just gonna launch. Oh, hit him right in the spine. Jesus, old boy. I think on the average day, though, I think we're going to try to, which I'm not going to record it all, but I think we're going to try to send at least 50 arrows a day, if not 100. Which I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 arrows. You do the math, because I'm not going to do the math. That's a lot of walking back and forth. But I guess the more you do it, the more comfortable it gets. And I tell you, it's like nature about now. When I draw back, before it was finding my anchor, finding where I needed to be, holding my arm out, making sure the elbow was buckled, making sure the bubble was right. Which they say that bubble doesn't have a lot of meaning, but I would rather start now and have that thing centered when I'm shooting now, because I don't want to learn the wrong way. But if you just keep on going and going and going, it becomes nature. And sooner or later, like Ted Nugent said, you know, the legend, when you pull back, you're already on target. Just shink, you're on it. It's an extension of your body. Your soul is connected to the bow, as Ted Nugent says. And the arrow is a drive line of your eyes. You know, we might have to adjust the sight a little bit. I don't know if I bumped it yesterday, or if it's a little bit loose. I'm shooting a little bit to the right. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. They come right out of my darn wrist. Most people probably wouldn't show that. I probably shouldn't show that. That's probably dumb, but hell, why not? Told y'all it'd take y'all long for everything. Fuck up, it's an O. Let's adjust that. So if you don't know, on these trophy ridges, you just take this right here, loosen it up, and I think I'm shooting a little bit to the right. So what you'll do is you'll chase that arrow, and we'll just go one click. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but we'll see. We'll see in editing, that's for sure, if y'all can see it. I like this old Trophy Ridge 5 pin. I've got it set up 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Everybody else is using them single pins with the slide. It's like a phase or something. I think they're pretty slick, but like I said, we're a poor man. $500 setup. This was already on here, so we ain't messing with nothing. Nothing at all. It could just be me. That was still a little bit right. I tell you what, we get a buck in range, I might not hit the heart. Say, by golly, look at there. I hit that arrow on that last go. Heck, I didn't even know it. Two of those arrows must have collided. It messed that knock all up. I wonder if it'll still fly all right. I'm about to find out, but I doubt it. Probably gonna fly all kinds of funky. But I got some more knocks. I got some more belly. Oh, no, it still flies good. But I probably will not put that in my hunting stash. Let's go check the target. But you know you're getting good when you start shooting. You start knocking the back of them other arrows, buddy. That's what I'm talking about, a group, bud. Let's look at this target, see how it did. I'll be right back. See, after I said, damn, I spined him. Right there, boy. I don't think it went down. But those would have been a smoke, buddy. He'd have been, fat boy, trying to run. That's what I think I'm shooting a little bit right, because them are some tight groups. And I think a few of them I tried to put right here. I don't know, let's shoot a couple more and see where we're at. Well, like we closed out all of them. Or we might start closing out them from now on. If a poor blue collar man can do it, you can do it too. That just sounds cheesy. Y'all just like, subscribe, and follow. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. Ain't really too much to look at either one of those yet, but we'll get around to it. And I got a dude that messaged me about doing poor man merch. I never thought I'd be selling clothes. Not this soon. But he was like, hey man, I make t-shirts and hats. And I'm like, I'd wear a shirt that says poor man archery on it. I don't know about y'all. All right. Like, subscribe, follow. I'm out.